This is Dani. She is a just turned 5-year-old Lusitano. She's one of ours. We bred her. We know all of her experiences. We're just backing her now. She's been in work on and off the last year. Her tendency, like most horses, are to fall in going to the right and to fall a little out. Going to the left, although she'll fall out or in on either side, but that is the tendency. So when I start the warm-up, I want to work on the outside, coming around, inside shoulder picking up at the walk if possible. Sometimes the horse can't keep the balance in the walk and you move on to the trot, but I like to spend as much time at the walk as I can. So to start with, she's wanting to follow it a little bit away from me. I'm going to work on bringing that outside shoulder towards me with steady pressure, provided she doesn't turn her neck too much. So right there, I'm going to bring that outside shoulder towards me and push it a little forward. Good. Once she gets that left shoulder where it should be is when she'll stretch her neck. And bring the outside shoulder to me and push. There we go. And I'm just going to keep working on that until she can bring that shoulder around on her own. So when I put pressure on the neck, I don't want the neck to turn or her to slow down. I want her to follow that by lengthening the neck and bringing the shoulder around. If she doesn't, I'm going to push her forward for sure. Good. Because it's pretty natural for when you put pressure on the neck to bring the outside shoulder around, that the inside hind wants to quit pushing. And that's what makes them turn their head and slow down and not get long in the neck and even in the shoulders. So when that happens, you have to push the horse forward so that it keeps the energy going. Then you can manipulate it. Good. Canter can be super useful because it has more of a lift. And they're pushing evenly with, not evenly, but the hind legs are pushing differently in the canter, so it can help the horse figure out how to bring that shoulder around. Good. There, and there she can start to come through her top line. Very normal when they first get the stretch to try to die out. The goal is to have the horse be able to lengthen, maybe not all the way to the ground, although in this horse's case that's a good thing, she's young. But we need the neck to stay out of the shoulders when we push the horse forward. That's the goal. So, and certainly learning it on the lunge long before she carries weight is useful. Now when I put pressure on her neck a little bit and ask the shoulder to come around, instead of turning the neck and backing off, she's keeping the energy and lengthening that left side. Here she's starting to back off a little bit. There, good solution. It's not that I need her to go fast, but I need her to stay long. So if she's slow and short, I have to push it on. Good. And she'll be able to hold it without having to go forward or as forward. Now she's trying to be able to keep the neck long without having to put quite so much energy into it. It's this straightness and the ability to come through that is really important for horses. Any horse that is going to be ridden or driven, really. Good. Nice. And now the walk is better than when we started, for sure. More even with length. Good.